Hey everyone, it's Eugene Driscoll from the Valley Independent Sentinel, and I'm joined here this morning. We're in the Valley Indy office. As you can probably hear the Metro North train station train rumbling by right now. But I'm here with Dan Foley, who is a Democrat running for the mayor of Derby. And yesterday I met with Mayor Stafari in City Hall, and we talked for a little bit. And today we're just going to have sort of a freewheeling conversation with Mr. Foley. So thanks a lot for coming here. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Eugene, for having me here. I appreciate it.
And you're one of the first candidates, or probably the first candidate, to sort of take advantage of the Valley Indies offer to do columns for candidates, and you're also very active on our Facebook page. We see you guys on there all the time. So if things don't go your way with this election, you can blame us.
No, I won't. No, the only one to blame if it doesn't go our way is myself.
So this is your second time running for mayor. You ran 2 years ago. It seems like just yesterday. So the obvious question, and I've asked you this before, what's the big difference between this go-around and just 2 short years ago?
Okay, 2 short years ago, we only had 3 months to prepare for the election. I accepted the nomination in July, and quite frankly, we didn't get our message out as well as we could have. This time we started much earlier. Our message is out there, and we're receiving a great deal of enthusiasm from the general public.
And from what I understand, in a city like Derby, I mean, sure, there's media outlets, there's mailings, but is door-to-door sort of the...
Yes, it is.
You just knock on those doors, and it's a relatively small city, and you're just talking to people.
Right, definitely. Right now, we've covered about 70% of the entire city, walking door to door, passing out our literature, and we're receiving a great deal of enthusiasm from the people.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've been in Derby. I mean, I bought a house in Derby about 2 years ago. Lived in Derby. Before that, I was on E Street, an apartment for a couple of years there. So I didn't go to Derby schools. So you're much more familiar with the city than I could ever be. You were a teacher for 37 years.
Yes, I was. Yes.
And what I was amazed when you gave your acceptance speech at the nominating convention over the summer, you were also a postal worker, and you worked before you went into the classroom. You were working. What was your schedule like at that time?
Well, let me go back in time to when I was. First of all, let me give some background on information on myself. I grew up in Derby on Caroline Street, which is a couple streets over from City Hall. And when I attended Derby schools, and when I went to Southern, things were a little difficult money-wise, so I took a job in the post office part-time. I was known as a part-time regular. And I worked there throughout my college years. And then afterwards, when I accepted a position as a teacher, I found out that I could not support a family on just my teacher's income. So I kept a job with the post office, and I worked there for 27 years. I used to go in about 3:30 in the morning.
To the post office?
To the post office.
And what office were you in?
Shelton.
In Shelton, okay.
Shelton Post Office. And then I would get out of work at 6:30, come home, have breakfast with the kids, take a shower, and then go to teaching. And then at night I also had to go to class for my master's and my 6th year and what have you. So it was...
When did you sleep? And how many kids do you have?
I have 3 children.
Three
a
kids.
boy and 2 girls. And 5 grandchildren.
And your kids were all roughly they're close in age, so they were these were all little kids at the time when you're doing all this.
Oh yes, yeah, oh yes.
When did you sleep?
I slept very little, to tell you the truth, very little. But it was a way for me to provide for my family, and I didn't think I'd last that long in the post office. But with times being the way they were, first one college education, then another, and then a third, and then finally I was able to quit the post office.